everybody, welcome to the stream, Storm Tracker BD, Barry Keystone Prime. We're out here again in Western Pennsylvania on your snow patrol. Let's take a look here. Pull up the radar and show you what we're dealing with here. So as you can see, we're sitting just, we're right in Butler, Pennsylvania, and off to our west, as you can see on reflectivity there is a little bit of precipitation blowing through. Now, I want to pull up precipitation depiction. Very little of this may be getting to the ground in that region, but we're going to go out and we're going to see if we can find some. There's a little bit of snow up to our north. We could jump on that. We could jump on the snow to the north. That's going to be all the way up in Meadville. If we take a look there, once again, we'll bring up our, if you bring up the reflectivity presentation, that's a pretty solid delineation up there. So one thing I want to point out here, and I'm going to zoom in on mine, just to get a good feel for things here. We could probably go down to Pittsburgh. I would imagine would be the best bet. Currently, I'm seeing temperatures here. Let me pull it up on our WeatherWise here. Yeah, temperatures in the high 20s down in Allegheny County. We see there's a little bit of a warm front push down there. May or may not get any action there. Wanted to do a stream, bring you guys some information, bring you guys some something to look at, you know. So we are here on your Wednesday afternoon. So we're going to probably track off to the south. Still some pretty good chances there, and we might have a shot. We might have a shot at some snow. It's not going to be anything life-changing, but it's going to be snow. Better than looking at nothing. I bet everybody is just about the same place I am. They're tired of sitting on their couch and looking out the window at gray, you know? Do what I do. Don't do what I say. Don't do what I do. Don't smoke, kids. So, what do you think of that? So we'll track down that way, see what we're dealing with. I think it's probably a pretty good shot. I think so, absolutely. See the overall presentation, and if anything looks a little different, let me show you there, give you some windshield wipers for some motion. That is a totally new camera view. That is a Sony ZV-1F. That we've had in the family for about a year, and that is hooked up for live streaming. No NDI camera today. No NDI camera this time. No cell phone camera. That is a real Sony. So that'll be the one that we try to go with, and we'll test it out. And if it fails, I've got my NDI camera sitting right here on the seat, but I hope we won't need it. Back out in truck one again, 2005, the 20-year-old Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now with 203,000 miles on it and brand new tires. We think she's going to need a starter very soon. on Route 8 in Butler County, Pennsylvania. We are south of the city of Butler and headed south. Up over 34 there, so we're going to be in the warm pool. How are we looking further north? I'll tell you what, all good here, sir. Enjoying the show. Thank you, David Sutcliffe. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Turn around right here at the Country Kitchen, which is not a buffet, by the way. Is this the Country Kitchen buffet? It's not right here. South Park reference. I head back north because it looks like our ASOS readings of the region just all updated, and we're going to be running south of the freezing line here pretty soon, and I don't think we're going to get anything. If we go there, we might get ice. I'm not a big ice guy, and if those temperatures come up any further than they are, which they could, we're just going to get rain. Nobody wants a rain stream. Tell you what, why don't we head north into the Badlands? Let's head north into the wilds. Let's see if we could pick up a few bursts of snow here and there. From precip depiction, it's looking like we might have a shot at that. Just hang out around the area, because there's no reason not to. Our stream today is being carried on the airwaves courtesy of our partners at mobilemustave.com. Chrome Link by mobilemustave.com takes all three major cellular providers and combines them into one rock-solid data stream. And the PepLink VR1 mini router actually gives us a WAN port, which allows us to plug in a Starlink. So we are currently bonding T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and Starlink all in one. It's provided by our friends mobilemusthave.com. Mobilemusthave.com for all your RV and off-the-grid lifestyle needs. Mobilemusthave.com today. Huge thanks to our sponsor. Also sponsored by WeatherWise.app. You see the WeatherWise.app radar right there above my head. That is the product WeatherWise.app. Free tier available for Android, iOS, and desktop browser. And the Plus and Pro tiers add so many more features at a lower cost than competitors, and gives you access to a free proprietary desktop app once you have that tier. The app does not cost you any more once you are on those paid tiers. Weatherwise.app recently just signed storm chaser Adam Lucio to their portfolio, so give them a shot and be able to watch them right there on the screen. Weatherwise.app. course, we are in Butler, Pennsylvania, so huge thanks to our third and final sponsor, Tani's Pizza, the corner of Mercer Street and Newcastle Street in Butler. Tani's Pizza, the best Italian Butler has to offer. It's old-fashioned. I love that place. Tani's a great guy. Give them a call, get you a delivery made. Go on down there and see what they're doing. It's going to be corner of Mercer Street and Newcastle Street, 724-841-0066, 724-841-0066. Tani's Pizza today. JN Photography over on Facebook. Glad to see the patches working over there. Hey, how's it going, Josh? Good to see you coming through the program. We're just going after little flits of snow here and there around the home region. We're going for little bits and pieces of snow around the home region here. Looks like things have warmed up in Pittsburgh. I don't really want to go too far south now because who knows what it's going to be down there. Just rain, maybe a little bit of icing. It's right around the freezing line, and I don't know if I want to be doing that. Precip depiction is muddled right now. We're going to start seeing the snow soon, and here it is. We're driving into the first little tiny bit of snow right now. Want to know how it's looking out there? Put up a Sony ZV-1F camera on the windshield. That is the camera view that you're seeing on this stream right now. It's hoping for a better product and a smoother production. So I'd like to know how that's doing out there. Brand new Sony ZV-1F camera in the windshield at this moment. Ready for the weekend. I've been busy these last couple of nights with the auroras. Yeah, I know. I've seen everybody's been going out and trying to shoot auroras or shooting aurora, and I saw your composition. It was a little different from what you usually see. Usually aurora photos will be a little bit of background and mostly sky. You put a lot of foreground in there, which is definitely different. You got that reflection going off the snow. It's actually a really, really good shot that you posted. I saw that. I can't remember if that was on Facebook or Twitter, but I did see that. I worked for 3 straight days over the weekend, and I've just now recovered. I was exhausted coming into the week. Snow. Not much. And man, the heat is back on in here, man. Got some good heat in truck 1 here, man. I am actually impressed. I gotta turn it down a little bit. I'm getting burned out. Snow is approaching your current location. I can see that, Baron. All things considered, I might notch north in towards Mercer, maybe, because it's going to be colder up there. I really don't want to get wrapped up in any sloppy stuff to the south. So far, things look like they've been going pretty well. I got off of Streamlabs desktop and Streamlabs Ultra. I got rid of that at the end of, or the very, very, very beginning of January, end of December, somewhere around there. times. They just disappointed me too many times and would not respond to any technical services requests. You know, they like, oh, what's the matter? Well, send us a crash report and a snapshot of the SQL code. And I'm like, okay, dude, I'm a normal guy. I'm not a developer. I don't have all that, you know? It's like, thank you for giving us $30 a month for a year. Now fix all your own problems. That's not what I paid for. So I went to Restream. I went back to Restream and set it up a little differently than I did last time. I am using OBS Studio. I am using OBS Studio right now. No longer on Streamlabs desktop. In downtown Butler, the city of Butler, and it is very slow and go, and unfortunately it's the only way to get through this part of the county. It's the only way to get through this part of the county. All traffic has to go on Route 8 or 356 through the city of Butler. It's a big choke point. I think my integrations as far as alert boxing and stuff like that have stopped working at this point. I'm not sure what was included with Streamlabs Ultra and what was not. So I'm going to have to go through Stream Elements. Signed up with Stream Elements this morning. I just haven't had a chance to put them on the stream yet. Start rebuilding some of that stuff that was dependent on Streamlabs desktop. So if you like the broadcast or something and it doesn't pop up on the screen anymore, that's why. Still getting that part figured out. Take 422 west. We'll take that over to I-79. Kind of get out in some of those areas up there to the north. You can check on travel conditions along I-79. Go up to Grove City. I want to limit it to like Grove City, that kind of thing. Yeah, still pretty cold up there. Although this is all on warm front, I'll tell you that, because the ASOS readings we're getting down here, yeah, look at that, 31 degrees down at the Butler Municipal Airport. Above the freezing line the further south you go, and then 33 out in Beaver Falls, 29 in Newcastle Hollis. It was 17 degrees a little bit ago. 17 degrees, 16 degrees. What's everybody thinking of that dash camera view? I don't know if I have to mess with the white balance or what's going on there, but that is a real deal camera. That's a Sony. I've got my hands on a Sony, got that plugged in. That's what we are streaming with, is a Sony. ice, you know. Which I see that slushy, icy stuff going on out there in Ohio. To snow tonight. Well, I guess that's pretty much every night in Erie from about early December until the lakes freeze over. Got that nighttime going on out there. Distinct possibilities. Just enjoying the day, enjoying the afternoon. All right, got someone here from Italy, ITLY. Hello from Italia, Angel. Thanks for watching from all the way out there in Italy, bud. Definitely appreciate it. I'm always blown away. I've got regular viewers now. I've got viewers coming from Italy. I've got regular viewers from the UK, from Scotland. One that's always on here. I'm surprised she's not on here right now. From the Netherlands. It's amazing to me that that people on the European continent watch storm chasers and weather reporters in the United States. It's really cool. That used to be Roxy's Diner back there. It was a great little diner. It was tasty. Fair prices, cooked food. It's a weed dispensary now. Subscribed. Streamlabs didn't tell me, which means the widget's broken, which means it was a part of Streamlabs Ultra, so I'm definitely going to have to fix all that. Sorry guys, sorry if you're subscribing and liking and you're not seeing it pop up on the screen anymore. That's new to me too. That had to do with Streamlabs. I had to leave Streamlabs, and that was a Streamlabs integration. So I will get that fixed. Probably tonight I'll go through and check out all the widgets on Stream Elements and get that patched. But I definitely appreciate anybody subscribing. Love you guys. Love you for that. For me. Denise, I definitely appreciate it. Upcoming weekend here, and I'm staying. I'm not going down south. That looks like a nightmare, a miserable nightmare. The winter system that's apparently going to be coming this weekend. I am not a fan of that type of thing. The one thing I will do is I will probably be out on Saturday in and around the Pittsburgh metro region. Shut that off. I'll probably be out out and about in the region, the Pittsburgh metro area, on Saturday, making coverage. And if there's anything going on, I won't be live, but if there's anything going on Friday night, I will be shooting packages for media while I'm at work, because I have to work Friday night. Some of the models I've seen a variety of models, and it looks like this thing is going to track a little further north than at first originally thought. So the Pittsburgh region, this region that I'm in, west central Pennsylvania, the Butler region, Butler, Newcastle, that area, will probably see, according to the models, anywhere from 6 inches to 2 feet of snow. I would set a happy medium around 10 inches for most of that area. Looks like model agreement's going to be kind of a thing, so who knows? Who knows what we can see, but we will be out covering it. Yeah, I gotta set up stream elements pretty soon. Gotta do that tonight. Some of the Fiat Jeeps have them, which doesn't shock me. Italian cars would be like, look, where do you put the ashtray? taking it super easy today. No big emergency. Yeah, we'll head towards Newcastle instead. That looks like a more of a shore bet. We'll also be able to tell if it's not reaching the ground, because sometimes that does happen. It happens when things are extremely dry. Did I look at dews? No, I did not. Dew point 17 degrees. I'd actually have a halfway decent shot. Maybe. Screen did freeze. I see. I'm not really sure why that is. That might have to do with the timeout mode on the camera. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. See, that's what I was afraid of. How about that? I bet you there's a timer or something on that. I need to get into the settings on that camera and reset them to infinity or what have you. Did it come back on you guys' end, Denise? I believe it did. There we go. There's some flakes. Starting to get into it. There's some flakes. All right. I know there's a place I usually go. It's up here. It's a spice company on the right. Pretty good view. I'll be able to pull over there, adjust the camera's white balance and exposure. Get a view of some of this snow. That building's actually full today. Here, let's try to adjust some things on that camera. Clunk. Can't tell if that makes it any better. That's the exposure compensation. I think we could put it on 0.7. Plus one. Plus one. How's that? Is that better? I'm not hearing anything back, so let me check manually. Yeah, we're still there. We are still there. There we go. Get the radar pulled back up. This little bit of the band is moving back to the east there. So it'll get absorbed in the band a little bit here. Go back the other way in the band here in a second. So that's going to come right down 422, going right towards I-79. We'll punch to the west a little bit more, and then we'll come back and go back through it to the east. just about through it. We're just about through it here, so let's turn around and go the other way. See, it put down a little bit of snow cover. The ground is still pretty warm in most of the area. For some reason. It's been in the single digits at night and in the lower double digits the past couple of days. Yet snow isn't sticking. Nothing big, nothing emergent, just some snow. Settings gone through. That camera needs the settings gone through, so I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. Beer joint right here. Go to this beer joint right here. Let's close out anything that's open. Pull up NDI. All right. Unplug that camera. Shut it down and turn it off, because it bothers me that it turns off in the first place. I don't know why you would have a live streaming setting on a camera if it just shuts down.
I'm too hot. I'm thinking too much. I don't like it.
Get that in the right place. Plug it in here. Plug it in here. Go to settings. Network and internet. Roamlink Fusion. Gotcha. NDI. And let's go down here. Let's pull up the box. NDI, activate that. Roamlink Fusion, so we are on the same Wi-Fi. Go here. Why? Why didn't NDI pop up when I requested it? Yeah, NDI tools, all that good stuff. Yeah, just hurry up and do what I asked you to do. Of course, it froze. What? It's only when I'm trying to do shit. I can run this in testing for 3 straight days and it'll be fine. There we go. Launcher launched. There we go. And then we go down here to field view. right, there we go. How's that? Tom? Is that good? Nice fat snow falling. Got it. Come on. snowing, folks. We are currently in Portersville, Pennsylvania. Portersville, Pennsylvania, headed towards the east on 422. Gonna take a stop in over here at the Pilot. All right, step in here for a second. Be right back. guys, we're back. We're back. I had to get the can and grab lunch. And we are currently in the middle of snow. We got a snow. We went out 422. We're on the border of Lawrence County and Butler County, Pennsylvania. We went out and got us some snow, so we're going to be bringing you that snow as we go to the west. So we might hang around. We go further in towards the city of Butler. I'm not really buying that precipitation depiction of ice there because we very obviously are in that, and it is very obviously snow. So that's what we've been seeing here in the local region over the past half hour or so. I'm sorry I had an issue with that camera. I had to go ahead and swap the camera out, so we're back on the NDI cam. Give you the lo-fi drive stream because I don't want to have anybody see or hear me eat. That would drive me nuts if I was watching a stream. So that's what we're going to do. I'll be right back after I eat some food here. see what our temps are doing here. Looks like we're up to 32 degrees on all the ASOS stations across the region here. Maybe one up in Franklin's down at 27 degrees, but all the ones we're near, solidly 32. We're right at the freezing line. We actually drove through a little pocket of rain back there, if you caught that. We're back in the snow now. Just been informed by my co-pilot, Kylie Blanton, that the Buc-ee's that is being placed to the north of Dayton, Ohio, opens in April. Just in time for our regularly scheduled moderate risk that doesn't produce. Temperature here, 33 degrees. We might be over for today, folks. I knew it was going to be a short stream. I didn't know it was going to be this short. We're getting into some warmer air here. Snow is really slowing down and dissolving. are going to be coming back. We have more events in the field here on the channel, Keystone Prime. Thank you to all subscribers. Thank you to everybody for coming in. Appreciate you all. And until next time, Storm Chaser D. Dean Berry, Keystone Prime. I thank you for watching.